Hello everyone and welcome to a new squad builder. This time I'm using the 4-5-1 formation with sort of a La Liga, Serie A and Premiership hybrid. Now this team did cost me about 103,000. A lot of those players have gone up since then as well, particularly Nainggolan. He's gone up about 5,000 or so you will be lucky to actually pick it up for that much. Probably looking at more 120, 130, but it's definitely a good team to pick up for that price if you've got that many coins. We start off here with Stegen in goal. Really good solid goalkeeper. Not the best obviously, he's only 82 overall, but he does the job. Decent reflexes as well. Then left back we've got Philippe Louise, probably one of the better left backs in La Liga. Obviously you've got Marcelo ahead of him, but I'd imagine he'd be really expensive. Luis about 7,000 is still quite expensive, but obviously the prices are a bit mad at the moment anyway. So he's still one of the better left backs you can pick up for that sort of price. Then right back we've got Zabaleta, again quite expensive as well, 5,000 considering he's not the fastest for a fullback, but his defending stats are pretty ridiculous, really good physical as well. He's decent enough on the ball as well, so he's not too bad going forward. Obviously pace isn't too much of a big deal anymore. Then the first centre back got Vermaelen. Good pace for a centre back, decent enough defending stats. Not the best physical for a centre back, but pretty much did the job anyway. There's a decent player there, particularly good for him and Alderweireld to link up the Premiership and La Liga as well as link it to Nainggolan. So these centre backs are mainly there for chemistry, but they did both play pretty well for me as well. Then we move on to Alderweireld. Decent enough pace for a centre back, not the best. Good defending stats, alright physical. He was only on 6 chemistry, but obviously after 10 games it would go up to 7 anyway. And if you had a manager that was either Premiership or Belgium, then he would get that up to 8. So it's not too bad anyway. I think 8 is definitely good enough. 6 didn't seem too bad with him anyway. Seemed to be alright. Then that does lead us on to Nainggolan playing centre mid. By quite a bit the most expensive player in this team. He's cost about 38,000 at the moment on PlayStation. In my opinion, in the current market, he probably is worth that. He's a ridiculous player. Just look at his stats. 80 pace. 78 shooting, 79 passing, 81 dribbling, 80 defending and 84 physical, with obviously physical being really important this year. Basically perfect at everything. Got 1 goal for me as well, which isn't too bad. I got a few assists from playing centre mid, which I think is pretty good considering he's also playing a bit further back than the rest of the players, meaning he is more on the defensive side. But he is definitely good at linking the play between the defence and midfield, and also good at clearing anything up in that defensive area. Then on left mid we've got Pereyra Carrasco, quite good pace, good dribbling as well. Alright finishing and passing too, quite good on the ball. Not the greatest physical, but I guess it's not too important for a left mid. Didn't so much just get him for chemistry, but also just seemed like a player that'd be quite good to try out. Always fancied using him last year, but playing in the French league last year didn't really appeal to me too much. He's by far the cheapest player in this team as well, and got a couple of goals and assists in the games I played. Then moving on to right mid, we do have Erik Lamela. Again, alright pace, good dribbling. He's got much better shooting and passing, I think, than Pereyra Carrasco. Although I did only score 1 goal and get 1 assist in the 9 games with him. But he does still seem like quite a good player. All of those front 5 have got 4-star skills as well. So if you're a player that does like trying to do skill moves, then it is a good attacking force for you to use. That brings us on then to our first attacking midfielder, and that is Pereyra, playing for Juventus. Ridiculous pace and dribbling, really good passing. Shooting's alright, and his actually defensive stats are quite good as well, considering he's an attacking midfielder. Picked up 4 goals and 2 assists in the 9 games, which for someone in his area I think is pretty good, especially once you see what I got with Mertens, but we'll get onto that in a sec. Good work rates as well, which I quite like, especially playing more possession football like I tend to, meaning that he often makes quite good runs. We do then move on to Mertens, who isn't the most expensive player in the team, but in my opinion was definitely the best player in this team. Obviously ridiculous pace and dribbling. His shooting stats are quite a bit better than Pereyra's, and they definitely showed. 6 goals and 5 assists. I think that's just ridiculous. Coming from a centre attacking mid, just an unbelievably good player. Definitely worth picking up if you're thinking about either doing some sort of Belgian team or Serie A. 100% needs to be in the team. He's just quality. Definitely the best player I've used so far this year. And then lastly we have Balotelli. Now I'm not too sure what to think of how he played. He got 3 goals in 9 games, which isn't great. It's not terrible, but a lot of it, what it seemed to be, was just the ball would come into him, and he has got quite good physical, and he tend to hold the ball up pretty well, and then basically Mertens and Pereyra would just sort of make overlapping runs, and then as soon as the ball was through to them, pretty much it was just them two that did the work. So obviously goal scoring it wasn't that great, but definitely did the job, especially with the link-up play with those two, like I said. And it actually seemed to work pretty well as well. It's just a bit of a shame that he didn't get too many goals for me, I guess. So definitely a team worth trying out if you've got this sort of money already. Be sure to stick around for the goals I scored with this team. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more FIFA 16 squad builders.